Hi everyone. Winter is here. Well, even though winter started last month, wow, can't believe June just went like that. Um, During the month of May, it was a bit chilly, but regardless, June was the official opener for winter. And for the past few weeks, I have noticed that the weather seemed to be as bright as you could say those stereotypical summer days, and which is unfortunate because this summer was more gray than previous summers, and the winter is quite bright and sometimes pretty warm. We did have the occasional rains and the horrible weather a few weeks ago. Some of you guys, if you watch my vlog or read my community post, you know what I'm talking about. We had such horrible winds. Let me give you an update. So on that day, it started early in the morning. The winds just became more ferocious, and I think it was around 10 or something that the roof tiles started to fall. And even though when the day was over, not every single roof tile fell, there was just a lot of pieces because you could say like more than 10 roof tiles. I can't say the exact number because I don't know the exact number. You could say almost more than 20 really fell and shattered. Some of them did not even shatter that much, or just only had a couple of crumbs fall out of them, but uh, the rest of them broke, and some of those pieces fell all over this place, all over this front yard. And one of the pieces, I don't even know how this happened, but it broke my window. And apparently, I guess that same piece also fell on my windowsill, because when I check my windowsill, you can see this red ash color, and obviously it's from one of the tiles. So of course we did replace the window, and the thing is that this window we have here is just a bit more thicker. It's a bit more thicker. Okay, sorry, you can see some tape on the burglar guards. You can see we use that tape. I suppose to take that tape out. I'm so lazy. I will just leave it there forever. But yeah, in order to hold the cracks up, we had to use tape, uh, bin packets, and corrugated cardboard. So yeah, it was a problem. Anyways, now that it's July, winter is still continuing, and I don't even know how harsh it's going to be. There are nights where it's pretty cold. In fact, it's mostly the nights that are just 10 times chillier. Anyways, anything else I want to say? Well, yes, I do have an issue currently. Now, I've noticed this issue, I would say, for a while now, but only recently I'm thinking about it deeply. My cheeks. No, not those cheeks, but my cheeks on my face. Apparently, they're just forming sores, and I'm thinking, okay, how is this possible? Now, the thing is that there are occasions where I would feel that I would bite my cheek by mistake, not purpose. I don't want to bite my cheeks by purpose. Purposely biting anything, like on your cheeks, it's just not fun. Doesn't feel good. And for some reason, every day I wake up, I see a couple of like red sores, like little red holes. And I'm thinking, how is this possible? How did these sores occur? Now, I'm assuming that I may have at least bit my cheeks when I was asleep. But the thing is that, how is that even possible? I'm sure that happens to many people, but I just don't really do that. I'm assuming, but who knows, I really need to like track this, but I also have a feeling that, when I chew, sometimes I could bite my cheeks, and sometimes when I'm speaking pretty fast or even chewing pretty fast, I could end up biting my cheeks, but I don't notice it. That's the problem. So on my right cheek, inside there's like four red dots, and on my left side today there's like 2 red dots. Yesterday there weren't any, and a few days before there was like 1 or 2 red dots. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. I don't really know what to do about that. I'm sure I have to ask, like the oral surgeon what he can do. But then again, I'm sure he'll just recommend me something. I have searched also like what you can do, and apparently you can use braces, but I don't even have the money for braces. I'm only, so focused on getting my abscess in my mouth out. So yeah, it's like I have this one issue right now, and also I have another issue with a bunch of tiny, more minuscule abscess in my other side of the mouth. So when you have these tiny holes forming, it really scares you. So, when I'm like going for a final checkup to the surgeon, I'll ask him if there's anything to do, because honestly, this is really getting annoying. I'm not purposely chewing my cheeks, so why on earth am I getting this? And I am going to start chewing slowly to see, if there's any change to this, any change at all. And I'm also going to be chewing less sharp foods, like you could say like have things like porridge or soup, or even I would say like custard or stuff like that. But also softer foods too. But sometimes, some soft food you have to chew, but sometimes you don't even know that you hurt your mouth. So I'm just gonna avoid a lot of stuff, and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Um, so yeah, but I'm sure the surgeon might recommend okay, not dentures. No, no, what am I saying? Sorry, my bad. Um, Great, I forgot the word. I'm thinking so deeply about other stuff. Yeah, I'm sure he'll recommend something. So yeah, I don't know when I'll get to see him after my surgery, but it'll be like 3 to 4 or 5 weeks, or even 6 weeks after, and then I can say, hey, I also have this issue. What I can do about it? Braces. That's the word, braces. So it might say get braces, but honestly, I don't know how that's going to help, because braces is supposed to like, make the teeth straight. And I don't know if that's going to make more of a problem, if it's going to broaden my teeth more closer to the gums. I don't know, because that's going to be a problem. We'll have to see, really. But anyways, have a wonderful day. Sorry for just, mentioning this. I thought why not give you an health update. Okay. Anyways, bye.